Let's continue our Roblox story in the style of a quiet, mystical adventure. We'll delve into a world of cubes where every decision is a new path, and every player is the co-author of their own legend. The city at the edge of the universe is made of blocks that glow with unfinished ideas. I wandered through alleys where windows looked like peaks of the past, and doors whispered promises of the future. A light dusting of creativity hung in the air. Someone was drawing on the walls, someone was smearing textures with the light of their thoughts. I realized that our city is not a wall or a house, but a vast canvas on which each participant paints their own destiny. Every corner of the city held a small story, from the cafe where the barista sold code recipes to the square, where statues took the shape of your imagination. I found the Creators Base Camp, a place where developers, artists, and gamers gathered. We exchanged ideas, learned patience and courage. After all, in Roblox, success often begins with a small click and ends with a difficult road to realization. I met a girl whose pixels danced in the wind. She painted landscapes not with a brush, but with keys. Cracks in bridges, sparks on water, accelerating light on a hill. Her world was clearer than any alphabet. She taught me to notice details and trust my style. That the world of Roblox is unforgiving. Beneath layers of vibrant maps like cavities and risks, light sources crumble, textures disappear, catalogs of chances run out. We learned not to avoid mistakes, but to turn them into engines of progress. I created minigames to make my friends laugh and win, and each successful round became a small celebration. Mutual support became my compass. When someone doubted, we encouraged each other, learned to correct mistakes, and try again. One day, I found an old map hidden under the floor of a quiet workshop. It didn't lead to treasure, but it taught me to find the desire to create within myself. Roblox became not a place, but a process. The place is where we build, and the process is the courage to invent, edit, and share. I returned to projects with a new perspective, not to be first, but to become meaningful to those who play and dream. I realized that every scene, every block, is a choice. Build a bridge or hide it. Each decision conceals something greater: trust, friendship, responsibility for what you create. And the more vibrant the world around you, the harder it is to remain yourself, which means the more important it is to remember simple things. Listen to others, experiment, and not be afraid to break boundaries. The project's story begins with a click and ends with a new beginning. Roblox offers not just one ending, but an endless conveyor belt of possibilities. A new world, a new mode, new friends. If I had to sum it up in one word, it's creativity. Turning ideas into friends, ideas into games, and games into experiences. The hero stood before an empty section of the map, where every block was a chance and every sound a whisper of ideas. In his hands, he held a draft of a quest. Color was disappearing in a mountain town, and only a team of diverse blocks could bring it back. He took a deep breath and pressed the start button. First, he called a friend for help, a girl with pixels in the wind, who could draw the world just as he envisioned. Then a quiet codemaster appeared, deconstructing bugs like old legends. Finally, a small gamer with a loud laugh brought energy. He knew how to turn difficulties into a joyful rally adventure. Together, they set off to find the lost color and return it to the town. The road led through labyrinths of pop-up blocks and error-ridden bridges. Every step is a test of trust. Someone must hold the bridge while others leap across chasms. We learn to listen to each other, share small details and ideas that are usually hidden under the floor of a creative workshop. Key challenges: find the source of color hidden in the depths of a light source. Rewrite a single line of code that distorts the perception of the world. Assemble a map from supply fragments so that the route doesn't get lost in the texture clouds. Each stage was challenging, but the friends' laughter transformed the tension into energy. When color began to return, the city sparkled with new hues. Doors swung open, windows smiled, and even the bridges whispered gratitude. The quest was completed, color was restored, and the team realized something important. The true magic of Roblox lies in collaborative creativity. They decided to launch a series of minigames and share their work with other world owners. Thus, a new chapter was born, not about beating time, but about how to work together to transform ideas into living stories. The team finally hit the release button. The minigame hit the open spaces of Roblox, where players instantly found their way to a new goal: help the hero bring color back to the mountain town. Initial silence gave way to a storm of interest. People shared screenshots, tried to complete challenges, and laughed at elusive bugs, which we cleverly turned into jokes in the chat. We watched the reactions like pinpoints of light in the night. One pair of players wrote to us that for a moment they felt like artists on a larger painting, where every click is a stroke. Another team found that hidden level appeared in the game that we hadn't planned to reveal right away. In response, we added a small hint in the description and a friendly comment in creator chats. These became our first small victories in interacting with the community. This success inspired us to expand. We launched a series of updates so other players could contribute their blocks and ideas to the shared world. The mechanics of collaborative crafting became more important than the story. Each new participant brought their own style, and the city became even more vibrant. We assembled a network of mentors, experienced developers, artists, and musicians who helped newcomers turn their dreams into minigames. Thus, the city acquired new squares, amusement parks, and even small theaters where players could see scenes created by players based on their quests. Now we face a choice: delve deeper into creating an engaging series of quests across various genres, or focus on improving the visual atmosphere and sound design. In any case, we will remember the lessons of this path. Creativity lives where there is trust, communication, and the courage to try new things. The city on the mountain gained not only color but also character. Colors didn't just return, they took on new forms. Bridges spread like wings. Squares transformed into stages, where each player could present their own mini-opus. We realized that creating together means living in a shared rhythm. Some composed music, others built cutting-edge parks, and still others added details that had previously seemed insignificant. As the community grew, we unlocked new modes and difficulty levels. Challenges emerged where teams combined the power of coding and artistic flair. Sometimes it was like an orchestra. Someone set the theme, another developed it harmoniously, a third added an unexpected accent at the end. We learned to invite new voices: artists, musicians, game designers, and each new person contributed their own style, transforming old blocks into new stories. A key moment came when we decided to hold a grand finale, a quest in which players truly influenced the world. The idea is as simple and ancient as the game itself: to restore balance, that the path to it lay through trust and shared creativity. We created a route where each participant had to select the appropriate block, connect them into a bridge, and trigger a series of riddles that would reveal the city's secret. At the end, each player saw their contribution transform the map. New squares lit up, textures came to life, and symbols previously hidden behind bugs became clues to the next step. In the final scene, the hero raised a sphere of light, and it spread its wings over the city, giving everyone a sense of completion and freedom. The city didn't disappear after the ending, it became a living aquarium of ideas, constantly breathing, growing, and evolving with the community. We realized that a true ending is a new beginning. Each new scene, each minigame release, is an opportunity to once again turn the key in the lock of creativity. Roblox has become an endless universe of friendship and experimentation.